Hey there YouTube, it's Cobalt Blue. Hey, it's another video in a short amount of time. What do you think about that? Anyway, I finally got my No Way Home 3-pack with Tobey, Tom, and Andrew. The No Way Home Marvel Legends 3-pack. Oh, with a bonus feature, plastic-free packaging, except tape and glue. Yeah, then it's not really plastic-free packaging, is it? In fact, there's plenty of plastic in this bitch. Look at all three of the motherfuckers. They're all plastic. Really. Anyway, tangent aside. Really, Bob? Really? You gotta... Come on, Bob. Come on. I guess Bob wants to join too. Anyway, let's get the packaging out of the way. You see there's a whole bunch of languages down there. It says fantasy scenes. This is a sticker. Okay, that's cool. You see this is clearly the Statue of Liberty part from the movie. Up top you get Tom Holland's spider logo. Bob, he is really just chilling now. Bob. Meow. I guess he's gonna be our host. Right, Bob? Anyway. Obviously it's 4 and up. It's Hasbro. What do you expect? You see a cool picture of the Spider-Man going into battle on the side. Marvel Legends. Then here you have the 3D render picture that was dropped last year, including all the accessories you see right here, some more information, and you get another picture of the Spider-Man on the back. I like this one more than the one on this side. And on the bottom, there's really not much. So, packaging is pretty standard. I wish we had the plastic window, but oh well, it is what it is. You're not here to see the packaging, you're here to see the actual figures. Alright, so here we have the 3-pack at... Wait a minute. Something feels off. What? Oh yeah, that's right. Alright, give me a second. I can fix this. There we go, much better. Now here we have them. We have Tobey, Tom, and Andrew. This set cost me about $100 a piece. I got 3 of them. One to open, one to leave closed, and the third one was a gift for one of my friends. This one is really nothing special. It's the same exact figure as the one that came out around the time No Way Home came out. Except the hands have been colored differently. Like, let me bring in... Like, you can see that it is the same figure, just this one has a bit more blue, this one's a bit more like gunmetal, maybe jet black. But the hands are so much better on the new version. I also have this Tom head because, like, goddamn fucking camera. What the fuck? Dude, why... There we go. Like, they're the same figure, but, like, it's just better painted on this one. I also did add the custom web lines on this one to make it look better, but this one, for what it is just a tad ahead of the old one. Same articulation and everything, so I'm not gonna go over that. What everyone is here to see, though, is Tom and Andrew. Now, Tobey and Andrew, these are... I'm a little mixed. Tobey, he looks the way he did in No Way Home. I mean, he's got the weird looking head with the Down syndrome eyes. I'm sorry for saying that, but it is. Why the fuck is my camera fucked? Like, the sculpt on Tobey, it's good. You can see the brick pattern, and then you can see the honeycomb in the red. The symbol is accurate. The webs are accurate. Overall, this figure is just accurate to No Way Home. The spider logo is honestly my favorite part about this, because anytime we had an old Spider-Man figure with Tobey, the spider was close enough, but it was never accurate. We finally have a better version of the spider logo. Now, when it comes down to articulation, everyone knows this one wins. Okay, loose joint. But come on, you can never beat articulated fingers to just swappable hands. I mean, it looks funky when he's wall crawling because his fingers are all bent, but it still gets the point across. The only problem I have with the articulation is there's no boot rotation, and that makes it really tricky to get him into wall crawling poses. Because check this out. He also has boot rotation and toe articulation. So later in the video I will be doing some pose comparisons, see how close I can get them together. But stylistically, I rate the new Tobey an 8 out of 10. The articulation is a 6.5, maybe 7. But this one, if you want like posability and more dynamicy and screen accuracy, especially considering the heads, this one will always reign supreme. No matter how good this one is, I mean, check out this. He literally only looks up that far. He is not looking up a wall that he's crawling up to. He is looking up at a taco street vendor. I've seen some people use a Dremel and shave out like this line back here so he can look up further. I don't have a Dremel, so I'm gonna have to borrow one. That would be the only thing about this Tobey figure I would have to fix, minus the boot rotation. And the hands, I also feel like the hands are a tad too small. I mean, this is accurate to his appearance in No Way Home, but like his hands look really, really small. Fuck you, Andrew. The butterfly joints, they're nothing special. Like, the butterfly joints on Tobey's are already like better. Even on Andrew's 2014 figure, the butterfly joints are much better than Tobey's right here. So overall, it's not bad, but I would give it an overall rating of about 7 out of 10. And now, moving on to my least favorite Spider-Man, Andrew. And I am really sad to say this, but I think this Andrew figure is honestly better than Tobey right here. Because of the sculpt, the paint, like you can see the light shimmer that his suit had from TASM 2 and No Way Home, and they translated it really well over here. You see the spider logo is very good. Even the coloring, like, look at this. You can just tell this is from the dark date, maybe not the dark days of Marvel Legends, but you can tell this is old. The head now, it doesn't even look like Amazing Spider-Man from the movies anymore. His head shape, like, this looks like a Mexican flea market figure, and there's nothing wrong with that. I love Mexican flea markets and Goodwills and shit like that, but yeah, this new Andrew is way better. The articulation, it's still pretty decent. There's no boot rotation or ankle articulation, but he has butterfly joints, and they're slightly better than Tobey's, but not by much. And just like Tobey, unfortunately, he can't look up that far. You need to Dremel out that bit again. Comes with wall crawling hand and like a web grabbing half wall crawling hand. He also comes with web shooters and fists. Speaking of web shooters, they actually sculpted his web shooters onto his wrists, so that's a nice detail. Overall, I am pretty satisfied with spending $100 on this whole 3-pack, but Tobey, even though he's my favorite, I still feel like they could have done slightly better with Tobey. Now let's get on to some poses and articulation comparisons. Yeah, just look at that. Just look at the difference. Tobey on No Way Home, he can't even look up. He's still looking down. And for some reason, I also get the impression that his arms are really fucking short. Plus, like, he's not even on his toe, like in the back, because his arm is so short. This is just the pinnacle of Spider-Man articulation from down to the ankles, the boot rotation, the butterfly joints, the hinge in the neck that allows him to look all the way up. The only thing I will say that the Marvel Legend has on Toy Biz is ankle pivot. This one has ankle pivot. The old Toy Biz one does not, so that is a plus, but it doesn't beat it out by any standard. Plus, I will also mention that the ab crunch on the old Toy Biz is a little funky, but I will admire the ab crunch on the No Way Home version. My back, yeah, his back is broken right there, but No Way Home 3-pack only has ankle pivot and the ab crunch over the Toy Biz. Toy Biz just takes the articulation miles ahead. And this came out in 2024. God damn it. And this came out in 2004. This came out in 2023. 19 years later, and we've regressed. Like, what the fuck? And here we have both of the Andrews. Now, this one, the articulation is not such a departure because these are both Marvel Legend Hasbro figures. It's just that this one came out 9 years later, so they're a little more up to par. But still, the old one has boot rotation, this one does not. And this one can barely look up any further than he does already. So aesthetically, this is the winner, but in terms of articulation, I'd still go with the old Marvel Legends 2014 version. The only thing I will say that the Tobey and Andrew ones have over the old versions of them is they all come with their alternate hands. Like, Tobey comes with his thwippers and his punchers, and so does Tom come with his thwippers and punchers, and so does Andrew. But this altogether marks the very first time Hasbro has made open hands or crawling hands for a Marvel Legend figure. Think about that. This was their first Marvel Legend for a Spider-Man figure, and it took them 9 years to finally give us open wall crawling hands. How sad is that? And even then, Andrew's right hand, it's a wall crawler. But this, it's not even a wall crawler. It's like, what is that? Is that finger? Is it a finger for the pointing meme? Ha 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 ha. So, I don't know. I'm happy to own this set. I do not regret spending $300 on it, but each and every one of these figures has something better than the other, and something about the old ones has something better than the new ones. I also like to mention that Andrew, the new one, he is an absolute bitch to stand on his own. Okay, now he wants to stand, but like, his feet are so tiny. Look at this. His feet are tiny, and it's really difficult to get him standing up when he's posed like cool. Yeah, because the ankle pivot, oh, now he's standing. Fuck you. And just like in the style of Glenn Webb, hey everybody, it's Glenn back in this video with another Marvel Legends review, this time with the No Way Home 3-pack. With all three figures, with their ankle pivot, with both feet still flat on the floor. Action figure evolution. Alright, we've reached the end of the video, and I want to give my final opinions and thoughts on this 3-pack. It's a good 3-pack. I rate the whole thing about maybe a C or a C+ all around, and I only recommend you get this 3-pack if you are a die-hard Spider-Man fan who can afford to blow money on expensive mid figures. Anyway, that's the whole video. I'm gonna go to bed. Enjoy. Oh my fucking god.